Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. Back when I was doing a television show, it was called The Bertice Berry Show, and it was a nationally syndicated television talk show. And we had done a show on like fake psychics, you know, people who said that they would know something, but they were taking thousands and thousands of dollars from unsuspecting individuals. So we did the show exposing what they were doing, how they did it. We had several people who had been victims of these scams, and they would go to these places because they lost a loved one or something. And so thousands and thousands of dollars, they would be out from these people who would tell them a little bit and say, well, you need to give me more to get whatever. So we did a show exposing it. So this one day I walked in to the office and they said, girl, and I was like, what? And the receptionist said, these psychics are calling, bombarding the phone line. This was before you could, you know, do social media or something. There was no social media. So they said that they were calling and they were bombarding the phone lines, and they were saying that they were going to put a spell on me and whatever. And I was like, really? Oh, okay. Shaka laka laka. And they were like, girl, don't play. And I was like, what do you mean don't play? They said, don't play. This is serious. They're putting a spell on you. I said, well, greater is the God in me than the one that's in the world. So bring it. So folks in the office were like, ooh, girl. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? And so I told them about a time when I was in college. This guy, he said he liked me, and so he was going to work some roots on me. He told me afterwards that he had tried to work roots on me, and I would come out and find all kind of crazy stuff in front of my door, and I would, you know, put on some gloves, pick it up, throw it away. And one day he called and said, you are very powerful. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, everything I've tried to do to you has come back on me. And I'm like, what were you trying to do to me? And so, you know, he explained what he was trying to do and how he was trying to work his little roots. And I was like, you don't know. So after the whole psychic thing, I would also get phone calls, and still to this day, this is kind of crazy, from people who say that they are praying for me, watching over me, and not to worry because God's got me. And I just get this random phone call, and I'll answer the phone, and there's somebody that's saying that, and I'll say, who is this? And they say, don't worry. We are praying for you. We got you. And it is strange to me, but I know that sometimes people are pulled into the false power of those, or the false lore, the lore of those who claim to have power over you. You and God have power over you. You don't believe in God? Okay. You and love have power over you. And if you don't believe in God, you really shouldn't believe in somebody else's power over you. Anyway, sometimes we believe more in the power of others than we do in the power of God, than we do in the power of love, than we do in the power of our own self. Stand firm in the truth that you are loved, cared for, and protected. I love you. And another thing, boom shakalaka laka.